which gave me an idea. I think I can get Joe to follow me.
What? You're joking, right?
No.
Please. He is an actual serial killer.
I mean, he offered me that apartment, didn't he?
True. God, what a mark.
I mean, I loved Beck, but she was at a point in her life where she was just figuring all this stuff out, and that would have been like catnip to him. But I can't do that. I got it all figured out. Bronte is like a total unit. She's an Ohio girl who was doing some kind of playwright.
All right, what's going on?
You've got to expand Bronte world. Draw him into something that it has to feel real. Give him something or someone to save me from. You've got to put on a show. I forgot a good thing I had to go.
Wow. Hello, Bronte.
Joe, this is Clayton.
We used to fuck.
It's like if a lie is 90% truth, then it's easy to get someone to be the extra 10%. You let Joe discover my real name.
Hey, Mike. Did you know her real name is Louise?
So he would find the socials that we curated until he found something on me. Quell his suspicions, and that worked. It worked better than we ever could imagine. He followed the trail right to Beck.
It was a tragedy. It happened to her. And there's only one this primary side killed Dr. Nicky.
He told me he wishes he killed Dr. Nicky. Ew, Jesus, what the hell? I know, it's fucked up. It's not happening. He said that maybe if he did, maybe Beck would still be alive. Would her killer say something like that?
I'm not sure I'm probably a little crazy.
We need to be certain about this, right? Like, there can be no doubt that Joe is who we think he is. What are you saying? I'm just asking you a question. Full stop. We talked to people who knew Joe. Phoenix has bird removal in the ozone layer trying to get potential witnesses to talk. We know about Ron, what's his name? Joe's neighbor who disappeared. We know about that. I think we know. If it wasn't Joe, then it sounds like you're saying Clayton's dad is guilty for Beck's murder after all. That's not what I'm saying. They literally call Joe Prince Charming. Don't let him fool you. Just stay on mission. The rest of it just fall out of your pretty little brain. Got it?
When did you start sleeping?
What do you mean? You're going to a cop right now? No.
But if that influenced your opinion of him?
I think it was the other way around. We were working off of a theory, right? Like,
Options.
some evidence that was circumstantial. Deaths that had already been explained, murders that were already solved. And any evidence to the contrary wasn't I realized that my mind had blinders on. so concerned that I was going to get hurt. You didn't even want to do this, and now you're ignoring me when I tell you we're going to cool it for the night.
Everything was set up, Louise.
You ignored me.
Well, if I listened, then we wouldn't have gotten what we got today. We need to show he's vibrant in front of all those people.
Did we? Or did we just prove he will defend a woman when some guy is hurting her?
Is there a difference?
Yeah, Clayton, I think that there is.
Whoa, hey, these are supposed to be apology burgers. Are you apologizing, Clayton?
What did you folks say? Is the beach cottage open?
Not for another 4 weeks. Just means we have more time to plan if you can get your shit together. I swear, Louise, I was trying to stop you from looking at this one. Okay, well, I've got cameras on order. Phoenix and I are going to go out there and we're going to put them all over the cottage. And I'm working on getting the tasers. We will have them by the time we do this. Until then, you guys, we just have to keep this ruse going a little bit longer.
Unless you want to change your mind again.
Stop it.
Louise is the one that's risking her actual body every day, so we follow her lead. So, are you up for it? Okay. Okay, Phoenix is on their way over here, and they're going to help me organize all of this into a nice little accusation presentation for you. Honestly, Louise, I can't wait to see his face on camera when you start slamming down evidence and go, wish that fucking heart.
When did you decide Mr. Goldberg was going to be doing this?
It wasn't a single woman. It's not a woman.
You are?
I'm fine. I'm just, feeling scared. Joe was kind. It was tender, protective.
I really didn't see it.
No, you didn't scare me, Joe.
And Clayton was losing perspective.
Why did you still go through with it?
I didn't feel like I had a choice. My friends are all I have in the world. I couldn't lose them. I wanted to come up with somebody to convince them that they were wrong, but got too real. Please forget about me, Joe. I think I called to tell you, not to worry about me. That's it.
Hey, we're just gonna home. Who are you talking to?
Joe,
Why?
I told him to forget about me.
Like a reverse psychology thing?
I can't go through it tonight.
Wait, like you called it off?
Wait, what? Without talking to me first? This is supposed to be about justice, right? Not just for Clayton, but for Beck. If they had arrested the wrong guy for your aunt's murder, would you have been okay with that?
We don't have the wrong guy.
I was naive. Just thinking I could go through this whole catfish thing is taking over my life. No, you've been amazing. I'm just lying, y'all. Just so much pretending, making shit up on the fly, being Bronte. I'm losing sight of how much you mean and how much is just an act. I didn't realize how gross and invasive it would feel to do this.
Look, I'll never make you do something that you feel safe doing.
Alright, guys. Had a hard time trying to figure that out. I've got 3 BU wheat pennies. 1956D.
Clayton used Dom's phone call against me. He went rogue. We had no idea.
What's going on? I got a lot of 3 BU AU MS quality wheat pennies. 1958D. Sorry, my camera won't zoom here. 56D and 58D. So 3 for 3. This is my first show. Got 3 BU wheat pennies, 1958D. 56D. And we have another 58D. So I've got lots of these. I don't know what's going on with my camera. We got 3 BU wheat pennies. This is my first show, so bear with me. 1958D. I have another 58D. And then we have a 56D for Denver. So those 3 for 3. You get 1, you get 2, and then you get 3.
My son. Son. You're not his mother. I've been his mother as long as he can remember. You don't get to take that away.
You are a replacement.
Do you know what I've come to realize? What? Henry had good dads, and taking him from them is not the worst thing that you did. I love him. No, you don't. You think you do, but you never have. You don't even see it. To you, he is just an extension of yourself. Same thing my father did to us. You know, if you actually cared, you would be very.
Look how shiny that is.
You've already abandoned him once. To chase a woman that you thought was love across the ocean. To run from all the people that you killed. And now you've fallen for a new woman. You've killed more people. Are you actually trying to tell me that you won't find a reason to abandon him again?
I said from this.
It's already done. When you signed the agreement with the lawyer, there was never a custody agreement in the paperwork. I guessed correctly that you were too caught up in bullshit to notice it was there. You've already agreed that you're not fit to care. I'm the monster. I will fight this. With what money? What lawyers? Everything you have.
You get 3 for 3. This is AU MS quality. There's some scratches, but pretty good.
If you try to come back here or you try to run your own
let's add one more here. We'll add We'll add a 57 Denver. So you're going to get all 4 of these for $3.
I knew Joe was someone who was I should have guessed he would still come looking for me. Dom, hey, listen. Just don't come back here. He's here. Joe? Yes, he's unconscious. He's dead. I don't know.
Right, if you guys don't want those, do something different.
Dom, just stay out there. Dom, don't you dare. Don't you dare say anything wrong. If there was ever a time
So let's do a 40% silver 1967 JFK half dollar. Now all these ones came from a collection that I got, so we're just going through them.
without our knowledge. I wanted to make Joe think that I entrusted him to get back together with the students. Why would he do that?
So
Clayton was
1967 40 percenter.
all the ones that he falls in love with. He wanted to make Joe jealous so that he would show up angry and ready to kill me with all the camera.
You think he was willing to risk your life just to prove it?
Yes.
Okay. What happened next?
I knew Joe would never hurt me, not in the way Clayton expected him to.
Alright, let's try a better looking one. 1967 40% silver JFK half dollar.
I didn't know for sure, because obviously you didn't, so we go back to the original plan.
No, I am done. I'm out.
Damn it, Bronte! You're not actually Bronte. You're a fucking manslayer. Fuck you. This isn't the story. It's on I'm ready to finish to the victim. And you latched on there. You got the truth.
Just about your dad.
Now you are so absurd. Is that it? You want to get straight at it?
Alright, we'll do this one more time and we'll move on to the next one. 40% silver 1967 JFK half dollar. Alright, let's move on to something else really quick.
Your friends say that this almost looked like an outrage. Are you claiming it was self-defense?
Alright, got a nice 1936 Buffalo nickel. No mint mark, so that's Philadelphia. Starting at $2. Let me know what you guys want.
Clayton started the fight. But Joe didn't want anything harder. It was something.
pretty decent shape. $19.36 Philadelphia Buffalo nickel. We'll do it one more time. All right, we'll come back to that.
We're not done with each other yet.
All right, we got 1943 Canadian 25 cent, 80% silver. Started at $4. Don't see these too often. Do that again. $43 Canadian 25 cent, 80% silver. Now, what do we say we do? We'll dumb it down though. We'll do $3 here. We'll start at $3, see where it goes. 1943 Canadian 25 cent, 80% silver. All right, we'll try something different. All right, let's go with this. 1943 Australian 3 pence. And it is silver. I'm not sure the amount of silver, so let's just start this at $2 and see where it goes. 43 Australian 3 pence, and it has silver. $43 Australian 3 pence, silver. U.S. paper money? No, not tonight. I'll probably have some next week. Alright, let's try this. You got the 43 Australian silver. We'll call this the World War II lot. And then we got the Indian 1943. And then we have, not sure where this is from, we have a 1943 3p, a 35% silver, 1943 San Francisco, and what else here? Then we have another 1943 out of Mexico. So we'll call this the World War II lot. Every coin here is from World War II. And we'll start this off at, here, let's start here. We'll start this off about $10 and see where it goes. $10 to get all these coins from 1943. You got India, you got Mexico, you got Australia, you got Canada, you got 35% silver war nickel, and then you have a 3p 1943. I'm not actually sure where that's from. Has to be some kind of British colony. So all coins from 1943, we'll call it the World War II lot. You got the 35% silver nickel, 80% silver. Not sure how much silver is in Australia in 1943. Then you have an Indian 43. Yeah. All these, it's going to be a World War II lot. What's up, Vegas Stacker? How you doing? So we're starting this World War II lot. All these coins from 1943. Good, good. It's my first show, so I'm trying to figure this out. You have the 1943 from India. You got 3p Australian silver. You got Canadian 1943 silver. You have, yeah, you should. It takes a bit to figure out, so it's a learning curve. So I think it's cool I can broadcast and stream on YouTube at the same time. But all these in this lot are from 1943.
Why are you acting like we're the problem?
I don't think that. I just think that what you're about to do is wrong. I'm not going to play a part in ruining an innocent man's life.
Did you say innocent?
We had a theory, and plan. He was forced to do what any prisoner in prison.
So all these coins, it's going to be the World War II lot. Everything here is from 1943. These three contains silver, and the rest not entirely sure. This is an Indian, 1943. We got Mexico. This one I'm not sure. It's a 3 pence though. Then you have a 35% silver war nickel from San Francisco. So, yeah, you get this whole World War II lot. I'm sorry. These three contain silver. This is Indian. This is Mexico, and this I'm not sure. It's a 3 pence, but all these are from 1943.
Oh my god, that explains it. Phoenix is right. You're gone. You're fucking deluded. You do realize that Bronte is not real, right? You made her up? Has that been like fucked out of you or something? You know what? Maybe you should go back to Ohio. Get your head on straight. Please. Again, this is clearly too much for you.
I'm not leaving New York. I live here.
Alright, we'll do this one more time. We dumb it down to $8. Why not? $8, 1943, 3 pence silver from Australia, 43 25-cent Canadian, 43 San Francisco war nickel, and the rest is India and Mexico. And you got another 3 pence. I'm not sure where it's from. So you see at least $8 minimum. All those coins you see here are going to be $8 minimum, 3 of which contain silver, all from 1943. Yeah, we got 3 silver coins, and the rest, this is from India, Mexico, and I'm not sure what this 3 pence, but it's all from 1943. Yeah, we can come back to that. No takers. Alright, we can go back this guy. Let's do $2 and go. 1967, 40% silver, JFK $half. We got Etar winning here. Alright, congrats Etar on the first purchase and my first sale. So mark that one. Alright, you are number 1. No problem. So I am trying to figure this out, so give me a moment. All right. Hey, man. Thanks, Etar. You didn't have to do that. I appreciate that. So we got another 67, 40% silver.
You know what? This is okay, Eddie. See you.
Hey. Thanks, Etar. Appreciate that. So that is number 2. All right. Number 2 for Etar. All right. Now give me a second. All right. Still trying to figure out how to do each sale. So right now I'm going to shop and adding a temporary listing. If anybody has any idea how to make it more streamlined, let me know because this is taking way too long.
What the fuck is this? I'm trending.
Hey y'all, I'm Dominique. This is Nick.
Your little Scooby Squad, but where are you?
You've all seen the video of our friend Clayton's murder, and the response has been insane. And a lot of you are asking the full story. TikTok banned our original account for graphic content, but y'all are smart. You need to find us. So yeah, Joe Goldberg is still walking free. We're not gonna let this stand. Clayton did not die for nothing. We think that Clayton was just the latest in a long line of victims going back years. Joe Goldberg is a serial killer. Candace Stone. Brilliant.
This is not happening.
We think Joe disappeared.
What the fuck?
Benjamin Ashby III.
Thanks, Vegas Tiger.
Also disappeared by Joe. Next, what is your bag for stuff?
How could it know?
If anyone knows
Oh, gotcha, Etar. I appreciate that. Congrats on the 3rd win. So I will implement that right now. No, thank you. So you said, okay. Bear with me. All right, we're going to do as you say here.
Teddy, I
I don't want to hear another word. That is the last time I see my neck out. Fuck you. God help that kid out.
it's a baby. I know.
You know, I realize something. When your knife wielding husband tried to relate to me, I spent so many years watching you try life that our father gave you all, and I was so jealous, so angry, so
Alright, let's see if this worked this time. Sorry for the wait.
Dissociating.
Joe's my neighbor when I was a kid.
I'm sitting an angel.
My mom used to date this guy that was really abusive.
No, don't shoot me or hurt anybody.
Joe.
Alright.
Shut the fuck up, Paco.
We're next here just talking about Ron Baker, who's a probation officer in New York City, who has been a missing person since 2019. Just next.
Okay, gotcha. I appreciate it, Etar.
I used to work with Joe. I always found him to be a good dude.
Thank you, Ethan.
But I make it a practice of leaving the victims. I can't prove that the basement of the
Yeah,
was
appreciate it, bud.
100% was, which is why I never went down there. Just like I can't definitively
So that one is going to be number 4 for Etar. Oh. Well, now I'm going to be confused because now. So you're just going to be. Okay. Alright, run next. So let's do this. Got 4 BU wheat pennies. This one's a 54. Looks like a 54 San Francisco. 58 Denver. 55 Denver. And we got a 58 Denver. So all 4 we're going to run next. Let me know if you guys want it. We got 4 BU wheat pennies. Very, very good quality. Yeah, I'm open to anything, man. First time, just trying to figure it out. Alright, let's do a fun one. Barber Half, 1907, out of New Orleans. So we're going to start this one. Let's start this one at $8 and go. 1907 New Orleans. Barber Half.
Specifically for NPR, yeah.
What's up, Chabray? We'll run this one again. Need at least $8. We'll start at $8. 1907 Barber Half dollar from New Orleans Mint.
Protections would just make empty promises. You know, she's sending me away to process everything that happened to me because of you.
Barber Half, 1907 New Orleans.
Kim Kramer owes you a career with a lot of family.
Lucky number 7.
She's barely a
1907 New Orleans.
judge, jury, and executioner to the Gen Z millennial court of Republican and
Silver.
Millions to him. That's the point. Questions will be predetermined, and then you'll just follow the playbook. And you're a charming white man with really great hair, so what are we supposed to do?
Got it, Etar.
Toxic white male
1967. New Orleans Mint. Hey, thanks, Chabray. Thanks for your good purchase. Let me get a baggie here. Merc Dimes. You know what? I might. I'd have to go check that. Let me run a couple more things. Yeah, let me check a couple more things and I'll let you know. So, there you go, Chabray. This is yours. So, we've got another. We got another 67. I mean, this one has a little red paint, you know, but another 67 Kennedy. Now, I believe it wasn't the red paint they used to do. I believe back in the day it used to be called house coins. That's how you know it was part of their jukebox or something like that. I think it's something like that. Thanks, Etar. That one goes to Etar. So, where's my bag of goodies? Let's see. So, I do have some Merc dimes, but let me run a few of the 1964s first. So that's thanks, Rick, on your first purchase. That one's yours. Yeah, these are all from a really old collection. So next one, another 64D. I mean, they're pretty good shape. It's a really old holder. You're right. But it is silver. Yeah, you can see the demon mark right there. Good win, Etar. All right, let's do this here. All right, let's start this one. Let's start this one at $1 because it is lower condition, I think. 1964D. It's still silver, not as quite as good shape as the other ones. It is a Denver Mint.
You're probably picturing worse right now. This place is refuge. Most of my life.
All right, thanks, Rick.
Just one good protection. Rare books. Some of the are precious.
You make that.
Got it. Thanks, Etar. All right, the last Roosevelt silver, 1964 Denver. All right, thanks again, Etar. All right. We have a few foreign goodies, but it is silver. We have a 1943 Canadian, 80% silver. So let's run it. It should be at least about $5, guys, but all right, Rick stole that one for a couple bucks. All right, we got another one. We got a 1943 Australian 3 pence. I'm not sure how much silver is in here. I looked it up once, but I do not remember. So we'll start this one up at $2 and go. 43 Australian 3 pence.
Maybe you know I'm not a monster.
All right, Chavez, good catch. Alrighty, this one I have to modify a little bit. All right, you got a very, very circulated 1943 War Nickel, San Francisco, 35% silver. Very, very circulated. That's why it's only $1. 1943 S, silver. All right, thanks again, Etar. So this next lot is not silver, but these are all BU quality 1958 Denver nickels. Oh, sorry about that. All 1958 Denvers. I have not checked it for full steps. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. We got about 20 BU 1958 Denvers. So let me fix this here. We'll start this at about $4 and see what happens. So with these, you're getting 20 BU 1958 Denvers. Now, the only high quality Wheaties I have are all 1950s. These are all BU Wheaties. If you want the whole lot, I haven't counted them. If you want the whole lot, let me know. We can work it out. Let's try this again here. For this, you get 20 BU, really nice quality 1958 Denvers. All of them here, 1958. Yeah. All right, we'll do that one more time. For $4, you get 20 1958 AU quality or MS quality Denvers. All right, no takers. I can come back to that. And if anybody's interested, I have a lot of AU BU qualities. Let's see if I can get them out. A whole roll of 2,000 Ps. If anybody wants them, let me know. All brand new. No, I'm sorry, I don't have any commemoratives. So this is just a random bulk lot. I decided to start selling. This is my first show, so I don't have too much to sell. So I've got some, but I will have more in my next one. So let's go ahead and do this one. 1907 Indian Head Penny. Sorry, no bulk Merc dimes. I do have a few. but I don't have them on me in the moment.
You above Buster. Do I trust you or not?
1907. It's from old collection. You can tell by the card. Hey, thanks, Terrell. We got another one. 1905, a little bit better condition. Indian head. Sorry, no proof or mint sets today. What's that? It's pretty good quality, 1905. And Shabre took that one. Alrighty. Alright, we have a 1901. Not as good quality. Looks like it's got some rim damage. 1901 Indian headset. Yeah, you can see a little bit damage on the rim, but still a decent looking coin. Alright, Shabre. Alright. And I have an older one, 1893 Indian headset. Now, decent shape for 1893, I'd say. Thanks, Etar. Alright, this one's going to be a bulk lot. Now, I haven't gone through these, but whole bag, maybe half a pound of 1940s wheat cents. Anybody wants them? Let me mess with this really quick. Let's start this up at $3 and see where it goes. Bulk lot, 1940s. Haven't gone through these, not sure what's in there. Just part of a collection. 1940s wheat cents. I'll do that. Well, let's start. Let's do $2. Feels pretty hefty. Not sure how many's in here. All 1940s. Looks like there's some decent ones in there. Alright, they say wood. Thanks for their first purchase. We're just gonna run a couple more things and then we are done. Let's To this Indian headset, 1936. No mint marks, so it's Philadelphia. Thanks, Caddy. Oh, it's in decent shape. 1936. Date is visible. Not too bad. It is an older card like the rest of them from this collection. Thanks, Etar, once again. Alright, let's see if I can pick out a couple of them here. Alright, I got a couple oldies. This one's a 19. It looks liquidated 1917. And this one's 1916. They both look liquidated, you know. Obviously, these are book fillers. $19.16, and these should both be Philadelphia Mint. $19.16, $19.17. Yeah, someone did definitely liquidate these. No, any takers? I'll just put these away. Liquidated $19.16, $19.17. Both Philadelphias. All right, next again, Etar. Now, I'm only going to do one or two more things, so let me know if anybody's interested in the bulk. Yes, I did say I had merch drops. Let me go get a couple of them. All right, let me pull one out here. I am back. Oh, right, that fell there. Give me a second. All right, you wanted a merc dime. You got a 1944. Not too bad a shape, so we're gonna run it. Not a bad looking coin. You tell it's an. I found these in an older collection, so I'm trying to get rid of some of them. I have lots of duplicates. I appreciate the Etar. You've actually been a lot of help. All right, Sheree, that one's yours. $3. All right, let's see if I have one more for you, and it's going to be the last coin of the night. we got another loose one. These in shape 1944. And we got a 44 Denver. So we had a 44 before, and then we have a Denver. So let's run it. This is gonna be my last one. 44 Denver Merc Dime. Okay, Etar stole it and pretty much stole the night there. And I think that's it for my first show. I got a lot of figured stuff out to do. I appreciate the help. All right, that one's yours, Etar. All right, and we are done. Oh yeah, I know shipping's not the fun part. I actually do a lot of shipping on eBay, which is a little bit easier because I've been doing it for years. But this is my first time on Whatnot trying to do shipping, so we'll figure it out. I appreciate it, guys. Now I gotta figure out how to stop.